Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family.
Oh my good God! Fully loaded!
You're dead, friend!
Follow Charlie. He's a good one to sniff out trouble. Stay close to Charlie. Let's go, get up.
Show me where he is. Next time you're a dead man, you hear?
I don't think...
Guess that's that. Don't think you'll be wanting this no more, friend.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson, to settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true, especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Right. Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows? Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
I hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Good to see you, Miss McFarland.
Whoa!
Come on. Stay together, you dumb animals.
He's got it.
Stay behind him, Mr. Marston.
Driving down the road, Mr. Marston! Yeah!
Come on.
Get at y'all.
Come on, you dumb heifer. Move! Move! Whoa! Move it!
Get right at them! Drive it this way! Come on, boys!
Get going! Come on! Easy. Yeah.
He's just showing off now. Keep going, Mr. Marston.
Slow
Nail it
up.
down.
Good! Now we need to move this entire herd out to the far pasture for grazing! Sweep back and forth behind them! Keep them nice and tight!
Barney's gonna love this. You're doing great, Mr. Marston. Stay with him. Keep that herd together now. Keep
Move
it tight
on!
now.
Move on!
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Let's go. Let's go. Get up from that. This is dirty.
Come on, bro. That's all right.
Here! One for the pop. Whoa there. Got him. Come. Hey.
Well, howdy.
Excuse me, friend. Mind if I rest up at your camp a spell?
Well, it'd be my pleasure. Man needs a break from this desiccated land.
Thank you, mister. Say, what's that stick you got there?
Oh, y'all ain't never seen a dowsing rod before, mister? Never seen a man summon the water up from the bare earth? Mr.
Marston.
Ah,
No, can't say I have. It's water you're looking for. What's wrong with that lake over there?
oh, there ain't nothing wrong with Lake Don Julio. Nothing wrong with it, but we lack the fancy irrigation equipment you folks have back east, so... Man needs a wellspring on his proper tile to ranch here.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Why, you know, just last week, I was over at old Pleasant's house. Now, I think I may have found something, but old Coot that owns the place threatened to call the law down on me, so...
People act funny around strange men with sticks.
They sure do. Damn fools. Bet you he don't even know how much water's running underneath his property.
You want me to tell him?
You know what? You ain't that stupid, mister. And I can tell. I'll tell you what. Why don't you go get the old man to sell us his property for a small pittance? Then I can find the source of the water, build us a proper wellspring.
Maybe I will.
Well, all right then. Why don't you head
Go.
over to Pleasant's house right now?
Let's go. That fool nearly shot me. Take it easy, you crazy old goat.
Now could you please help me out of this? Release me right now! So kind of you. Much obliged.
Now go on. It ain't safe around here. Excuse me, partner. I ain't getting fresh. Come on. Come on, easy up now.
Hello? Hello? It's Armadillo 731. What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshal! 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 I just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son-bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty person last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land, bringing modernization and betterments to the West. Nearly there. Yeah. Everybody dismount.
Whoa!
Follow me. Head for the fort. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Look out! Rustler guard! Gun them down! Come on! Let's get these sons! Nice shot!
Marshal, got more.
We come from Mr. Gulch's town! You ain't leaving Potts Basin alive! You boys take the left fork. I'm going this way. Marston, you can tag along with me or join the deputies. My God!
Hurry up! Stay with us!
Damn you! Eyes up, boy! Behind that rock!
Where it is, buddy! Right here!
Look! The deputies are making progress! God damn it! Tell the ballers to give themselves up, or we'll kill every last one of you! That bastard won't be rustling no more. Stay close! All right, let's move down and take those bastards in the camp. Nice and steady now. Don't leave yourself open. Let's go, Marston. We gotta keep moving. Put down your guns and surrender. Got one. Good shooting, boy.
You starting to regret this yet?
I was gonna shoot you. Yeah, one more for the vultures.
I've got my shooting pants on.
Damn, almost felt that one. This ain't nice, I know.
Come on! Full foot, Marston! keep your eyes open. I saw a couple of snipers across the way. God damn it! Take out those snipers, boy! You better surrender! You hear? I'm gonna put you down. Nice shot! Oh my good God! Fully loaded!
You're dead, friend!
Let's push on. Sounds like the deputies could use a hand. Hang in there!
Problem with me! What have you got for me?
This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. Let's get as close as we can before opening fire. Come on! Give them hell! There's one of them. That bastard won't be rustling no more. Got one! This way! You ain't leaving Pike Station alive! You got him good! You might as well give it up now! You sure put that feller to bed! Are you kidding me? Stay with me! Over there! Stop that! Come on! Let's get these sons of bitches! I think that's all of them. Fine shooting, boys. Now come on, let's untie those hostages.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
take out the windows and gas.
Really?
News to me.
Goodbye.
Best excuse me, I got chores to do. Bye. Bye. I read in the newspaper.
Hi.
Out the boom.
About a big fire in the 80s.